Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to do a fireside chat. And just a quick, fireside chat. Because this is the closest I got to a actual fireplace. So that's our fireside chat. All right, let me blow it out before I burn the house down. More of the story is, I just wanted to sit and have a quick talk with everybody and see what you think about this. If you're going through this, if you've encountered this from others or whatever. But we family, we can talk. This is Christian focused, and but all are welcome. And the question is, have you turned into a Chabad Christian? And the reason I want to bring this up is because a lot of us use Chabad's resources. Chabad is phenomenal. And when you put an answer, when you're looking up something, who's the first, and you go to Google, what's the first thing that pops up besides something from Wikipedia is usually some sort of answer from Chabad. And I want to tell you guys, as a Christian, I use Chabad. And I use them regularly. Now, there's some places where I don't use them, or I know to think differently, or to seek not think differently, but look for a different source. And that comes from the training from Rab Bernstein, what we received from him to know where or what to not do, or how to, even if they're saying this, kind of have this in the back of your mind. Now, I'm not necessarily going to share all of that with you, but I wanted to more so give you, if you're beginning to learn Torah and you're looking for questions, I just want to kind of show you some of the resources that I use, that I just love from Chabad.org to help the beginner as you are wanting to, as Acts 15 tells us, one of the halachot, one of the mitzvot that we have to do as Christians, which was given down from the Beit Din of Jerusalem. You might hear it as Council of Jerusalem, but it's a Beit Din of Jerusalem, is to go to synagogue and learn of Moshe, along with the dietary laws and the sexual immorality laws that we have to keep as well. So I just want to share with you a couple of resources that I use when it comes to trying to learn of Moshe. And Chabad has one of the best resources for free, which is called their Complete Tanakh with Rashi commentary. It's on their website, Chabad.org. You can go to the little search icon at the top, and then type in Tanakh or Complete Tanakh, and it's going to come up with Rashi commentary. So that is a really great resource. They also have wonderful, if you're learning how to read Torah, read Hebrew, biblical Hebrew, they have a lot of audio tools and things of this nature to help you hear what it sounds like, and you can work with I call it the singing man. And he'll help you out when you're learning how to read or how a vowel sounds and such. Wonderful resources online for that. If you want to know more, drop me a line in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to explain to you those things. And I don't want to make this too long, but I just want to show you what things I think are great when you're just starting out. First level. So that what I just said, the Complete Tanakh with Rashi commentary on the Chabad.org website, phenomenal. And the Singing Man. Now, I just did a video with the hyenas. I would highly recommend these as well because they come with Rashi commentary for the Torah Parsha for the week. The hyena is a Chabad publication. You pay maybe $20 US a month, and you get 4 of these, one for each week, already with the Rashi commentary. And then there's more in here, but usually for a beginner, the Rashi, you'll have the whole set of Rashi if you keep with this for 1 year. I think I forget what it is, 160 or 180 US, something like that, if you get the full year right up front. And you'll have the whole Rashi here. And I did a comparison with the Rashi that I have from art school versus this, and they're dead on. I would even say for a beginner, I found this version of Rashi a little bit easier to process than the Chabad, than the Art Scroll, because it's the way it's organized is a little bit easier for a beginner, where you have all your Rashi. This is the actual scripture, and you have your Hebrew on the one side, and then you have your English on the other, and then you have your Onkelos, and then you get into your Rashi script, your Rashi commentary, excuse me, and they kind of keep form. So the Rashi in the original Hebrew is over on this side, and the Rashi in the English is on this side, and then the editor's notes are at the bottom to help you even more so understand the Rashi. So I love, for a beginner, I highly recommend the Hayenu version of it. Whereas I showed you Art Scroll, and it's kind of all lumped together. It's harder to read. So I highly recommend from Chabad these Hayenus, the monthly subscription. To me, that is absolutely beginner friendly. Another book that I recommend from Chabad, besides the Complete Tanakh online, the Hayenus, and as you can see, I am a book person. Now this book, you'll also find this book, which I'm getting ready to show you, in the Hayenu magazine. It's called Daily Wisdom, and this book is called Daily Wisdom. And what I like about this book is, when you're a beginner Christian, beginner anything, and you're starting out in the Torah, you want to learn how to get on the Torah Parsha schedule. And that's why I like these books. They keep you on schedule. And then this book keeps you on schedule too. You want to keep on schedule and learning about how does Israel look at these different parts of the Torah Parsha. What is the Torah Parsha? It's the 5 books of Moshe, the Humash. And it's partitioned up where you have a reading, successive reading every week of the Torah until you get to the end of the year. By the end of the year, you've read all 5 books of Moses. And so that's why I like what I'm recommending you. That's why I like it, because it keeps you on task. Chabad.org keeps you on task with the week's Parsha portion for the reading of the 5 books. These, which is also Hayenu, keep you on. You'll have right at your doorstep every month. You'll have ahead of time each week laid out, so you can even plan your week what you're going to read. Now, what I like here is with this book, you also have the Torah portion laid out. And so say, let me just take here. So say like if we were in the Torah portion Toldot, they give you a little introduction, and then every day of the week, just like the Hayenu is laid out, you'll have every day of the week, you'll be reading a certain piece of it, and then you'll have some insight from the Lubavitcher Rebbe, which is phenomenal. And every day you get a little piece and you read, and they'll focus on a piece of that Torah portion and go into a little bit more. And the way it's set up, you have so there's always 7 portions in a Parsha portion. So for your weekly reading, you always have 1 portion per day. And the way it's set up here, you have your first reading. So this would be Sunday. That's the first day of the week. You see Sunday there. And it tells you what to read. So this, for instance, is going to be Genesis chapter 25, verse 49, to Genesis 26, verse 5. And kind of gives you a little summary. So here's a little summary. Then they give you something to focus on within this reading that comes from the Lubavitcher Rebbe. And I must be honest, when we started studying with Rab Bernstein, Inside Space and Time, Outside Space and Time, the readings in this book helped me to get a better handle on inside space and time and outside space and time, that I could apply it to the Torah and also the Brit HaHadashah, which goes in and out of it like you wouldn't believe. You need to be a master of that before you start delving into the Brit HaHadashah, which is also known as the Christian scriptures, or sometimes called New Testament. So I would highly recommend the Daily Wisdoms if you want to get some more insightfulness on what the Torah Parsha is bringing out, how to apply it. Chabad is excellent at that. So I just wanted to recommend that for a beginner. If you are getting the Hayenu, there is a portion of that in the Hayenu, and I just want to show you. Of course, you know, I didn't mark it, so I probably won't be able to. Here it is, 144. So here we are. This is the same thing. This is the Daily Wisdom, and you can say Sunday. And it doesn't need to tell you what portion to read because you already read the Rashi section. You already read the Humash here, and you're just gonna match. Remember how we showed you, see how you got the Saturday, Sunday, and you're gonna match that here. And every day of the week, you have that Daily Wisdom. That's why I was explaining in the one video. You get so many books in this magazine. It's unbelievable. Now, so that is what I recommend for a beginner. Once you have completed a year, or you've done 2 years with Rashi, I really actually recommend 2 years with Rashi because it takes some time to get used to thinking in a certain way. Then you can start moving up, and they have some classes with the Rambam. You can start introducing yourself to some of the mitzvot and things of this nature. I'll make another video for that, but I really wanted to stay focused on what you can use with Chabad as a beginner. And I just wanted to show you that I myself, I'm not talking out of, I actually have Chabad resources. And we did this a little bit earlier, Sha'ar HaBitahon. I actually have 2 books. I have one from the Beis Halevi and the one from Hovo Halavavot. And this is the Hovo Halavavot. If you can read Hebrew, you see that there. This is their, this is Hovo Halavavot with their editorial, Chabad's editorial notes. And this definitely took you outside space and time. And I was just so interested in Chabad that I actually bought a book to learn about how they got started, how their information is so free-flowing and everywhere as opposed to any other Jewish organization you may have dealt with in the past. I mean, they're #1 on the Google search pretty much right after Wikipedia or sometimes before Wikipedia. So let me know if this was helpful to you on where to start as a beginner. Chabad has so many resources when it comes to learning Rashi, whether it's online or in their books. And I just really recommend you rock with that Rashi for your first year as you get used to the most powerful part of the Tanakh, which is the Torah. And how does Israel think about that? And this is where they can really, really help you out. And so that's what I recommend. It's a friendly recommendation. You ain't got to do anything I said. And if you got something else, please put it down below. We're a growing group. Let us know what you think. But becoming, when I'm saying a Chabad Christian, is you always going there, always going there. Now I'm giving you a purpose, what to go there for. They also have a lot of things on the Mashiach, as do the Rambam and things of this nature. But before you go there and look for answers there, what you want to do first is understand the actual Torah before you're looking for those more, could be a little bit more complicated answers. So that's really what I'm recommending you do. You go through the Torah, understand how Israel's looking at these 5 books of Moshe and the patriarchs first before you go delve into other areas. Really, as a beginner, you don't need to be getting to know Zohar. You don't need to be getting into I wouldn't even recommend Tanya right now. I would recommend, as Rab Bernstein told us, the Rashi. Stay with the Rashi and understand what's actually being communicated and how Israel thinks about these works that were communicated to them. So I hope this was helpful. If you want to see more, please write down below what you're interested in. I probably have it or have worked with it. And if not, I will work with it and let you know what I think. So, all right, family. Thank you, and see you next time.